For the best gameplay capture there is, pick up an Elgato today. Links are in the description.
Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here. Welcome to the final episode of Season 2 and the last episode where we will be in the Championship. In the very next episode, we're going to the Premier League, baby. It's already mathematically taken care of. It's just there's no way that we're finishing outside of the top 2. Mathematically, it's done. It's over. Sheffield Wednesday, they could get, I don't know, within a point of us, but that would be that. We are going up into the Premier League. The only reason that we are still playing out games in this episode is for the very slim hope that we have that maybe, just maybe, we could be able to finish top and be champions of the Championship. We were, of course, knocked out, unfortunately, in the semi-finals of the FA Cup by Liverpool. We had a hell of a run, but we just couldn't make it to the big show. We are going to have to win pretty much every single game of the last 4 that we have left to have any shot of finishing on top, okay? Let's say that we win all the games, all right? We win the next game. 87 points, 90 points, 93 points, 96 points is the absolute max that we can finish on. Really, we have to get at least 3 wins and a draw. And even if we only get 3 wins and a draw, we need Middlesbrough to lose every one of their last 2 games. We have seriously got the odds stacked against us. But I don't know, man. If Middlesbrough win, if they get 3 points in any of their last 2 games, it is over. If Middlesbrough do at some point just take 3 points, they do win a game straight up, then it's pretty much all over for us. I mean, mathematically it wouldn't be, but we'd have to kick fucking 20 goals or something like that. Their goal difference on us is mad. So really, we just have to hope that they don't win any of their next 2 games and we win all of ours. Let's begin then with the game against Bournemouth. If we do not win this game, or let's say, for example, Middlesbrough win theirs, then I'm probably just going to wrap it all up relatively quickly. Sim the last couple of games, maybe play the final game of the season, why the hell not, and then we'll see out the second season with AFC Wimbledon. I don't want to stress, I just want to take it easy and just take the 3 points how I can. I don't want to bother myself about trying to win by as many goals as possible. It's just about getting the 3 points too. I mean, goal difference at this stage, it's so far away from us. I mean, like, it's just not possible that we're going to even catch it with that, with the amount of games that we have left and with the huge disparity. Like, it's not happening. So I'm just going to focus on trying to get the 3 points. I don't care if I've got to West Brom the shit out of it, you know what I mean? Just 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. I don't care. Anything that gets me as many points as possible. Oh no, look at that left-hand side. Stanislas left totally open. What a shot. The ball got somehow past to Toby. He still has the ball. Now they're just leaving him open. I mean, seriously, anytime he gets into that box area, it's just shocking. Maybe we'll go again. Another one. Yes, lovely. Ngoy, that's one. Right down the middle. Finally a cross gets whipped in, and it's Ngoy who scores it. Very good job. Every single time I seem to play this guy, he scores. He has made other appearances and not scored, but he's got a decent conversion rate, that's for sure. That header was pretty straight down the middle as well, but the keeper can't stop it. Julian Ngoy, we picked him up for super cheap, dirt cheap from Stoke. He's got a hell of a wage, but hey, he's banging in the goals anytime I rely on him. Is that clean? Yes, it is. No, it's not. Referee, my God, he's just hot on it, won't he? He won't let anything go. Space here for the shot, why not? He just will not run. He just did not run to the fucking ball. He just waited. He was moving away from it. He took so long to get the ball under control to shoot that he actually allowed time for a defender to come up and block the shot. He had all that space and he just kept on just backing away from it. I was pointing at the fucking ball. Good footwork. Lacazette. Is there a chance for 2 here, George Thomas? Little ball into there. Lacazette. Risky ball. Polion, please tell me that was blocked. Oh no, that's just an awful shot from bloody Dominic Polion. Look at that. I probably could have shot with fucking Lacazette, as a matter of fact. And I was too busy stuffing around, but we have an injury to Ngoy as well. So, Jesus. He pops up, scores his 1 goal, barely seen him for the rest of the game, and now he's been injured. Oh no, what is that coverage? Fraser Aird, Gradel, and the shot's well wide by Mings, that's fine, but what is that? So much space on the bloody opposite side of the pitch. Oh, what a ball. What a ball. The defense can't keep up with him. Wilson's in. He's quick. He shoots. It's saved by Cooper. It looks as though the 3 points are going to go to Wimbledon. We were coming close to giving it away, but nope. Just the 1-0 win. That's fine. Julian Ngoy does the job. Like I said, I do not give a shit if the next 3 games are 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. So long as we get the win, that's all I care about. You know, I'm going to stand by what I said about Lacazette's performance today. I think Ronaldo Lacazette is going to be the one that gets man of the match for this one. Didn't score, didn't get the assist, but I don't care. Had a great performance and really popped up plenty of times winning the ball back. passing, making, cutting, run. Literally, he's a very nice player, and he had a very nice game. So 7.8 for Lacazette. It does not look like Middlesbrough played a game. I can't see them up there. So they're probably still only on 44 games played at the moment. Yes, indeed they are. Okay, we're going to advance to the game against Wigan. If we see them on 45 games played and they have 96 points, you can pretty much throw it in. It'll pretty much be over. Let's advance to the Wigan game. We need them to lose or draw. They still have not played their game. Are you kidding me? Now, this is a risk, but the game against Wigan, I'm simming. They have a 5 at the back defense, can't be asked with, giving my players a bit of a rest. We need the win. We score immediately, brilliantly with Mastor. Even a draw, but hopefully the win if we can hang on. A 2-1 win, very good. Hachim Mastor gets a brace. Lovely stuff. Surely he'll get man of the match. But the fact that we've won this game against Wigan is great. If Middlesbrough have won their game, though, it won't matter. We get some emails back that a few players are back from suspension, which is great. Have Middlesbrough won their most recent game? They drew their last game. All right, that's interesting then. Okay then. That now means that if we are going to have any chance of finishing top, we have to not only win all of our last 2 games and finish on 96 points, but Middlesbrough have to again drop points in their last game of the season too. And of course, we still have 2 more games to get through. One of which is, by the way, against the team Blackburn Rovers that are in 24th and have been the worst team for the entire, really pretty much the entire season. Blackburn Rovers 2, by the way, also a 5 at the back defense. It's just fucking mad. But anyway, I'm putting my strongest team out there, as you can see. We're playing at home. Surely we'll get the win here. We do. It's only very just 2, by the way. Kent in the 85th minute. I felt so confident we'd get this win in a sim game against a team that's on the bottom of the table at home, and wow, it comes down to like the last 5 minutes or so, and we do pick up an injury to our best defender. So it definitely was not as straightforward, but now we finish with 93 points with only 1 game left to go. Obviously, it's all wrapped up. I don't know about the top 6 either. There may be a team below Brentford that might be. I think I've seen Fulham pop in and out of that position. Who knows? But we'll wait to see. We need Middlesbrough to lose their next game. Or draw their next game so long as we win. Let's see who they're about to play. We are going to be playing QPR, and Middlesbrough will play Bolton away. So we've got a home game. They've got an away game, which probably makes things a little bit more in our favour anyway, or at least the result that we need go in our favour, because if they're away, it's probably not going to be, you know, the percentage or the chances of them getting a win is probably not as high. Bolton are definitely not, though, however, one of the better teams in the championship, but they are in a relegation scrap, you know, so they hopefully should be well up for it, because if they do not win, or let's say if Preston win their game and Bolton do not take at least a point, then they're pretty much done. Hell, they really do need as many points as they can, so who knows, man? It could maybe happen. I'm just going to chuck goal news on for, of course, only 1 game, and that is Bolton versus Middlesbrough. I don't care about any other game at all. We'll have to do, unfortunately, without some of our better players. For example, Evan Gellister got another, not necessarily another injury, but he was absolutely stuffed. We also have, of course, Federico Barber got a little injured in the last game too. So we have got Darius Charles in there at centre-back as well. So here we go then. We need to win this game no matter what the result of the Borough game, whether it be a loss or a draw. Either or. That's all that we need Borough to do, to either lose or draw their game. If they win, it doesn't matter what result we get. And if we get anything but a win in our own game, it won't matter either. 3 points for us and drop points for Borough. That's what it's going to take. Are they about to bottle what was surely unbottleable? They had such a huge lead on us, and maybe now we might just potentially do what Newcastle did to Brighton in the Championship. Let's see if we can get it. The league goes down to the very last day. Of course it had to. Middlesbrough or Wimbledon, who's going to get it? QPR playing the 4-3-3 formation with some names that I'm aware of and some dangers in there for sure. They're the team that stand in our way. Obviously, we're going to have to count on some favours from Bolton as well, but let's just take care of our own business. 3 points, that's what we need. Bro, it is nerve-wracking. That is for sure. If there was any word for it. De Silva, going to charge in. To the left. To the left again. Still not really the angle to shoot. Salazar's right there. I don't mind this at all. Ivan, bang, shot right at Smithies. I was going for the bottom right-hand corner. It got a lot of height on the ball, and it was only right at the keeper too. Then again, the defender did just come right across as well. Dizelle, maybe back for him if we can. Across, Dizelle, blocked by Salazar coming across. Maybe should have gave it off to Kent instead. I have racked up 5 corners already in this short period. It's crazy! Oh, over the top of the crossbar. Now he's just running through everybody. And that shot has hit the crossbar. What an effort. Mets, is it a corner for them? You know what? I'll let them have it. Oh, no. How did he see him? What a fucking pass. Cooper with a good save, though. Dion Kelly-Evans has picked up a yellow card, and that's a little too close for comfort. I think I'm going to get someone on the line. It won't matter, and that is halftime. We had about, I'm not even kidding, nearly 10 corners in that. And obviously, you don't fucking score from corners in this goddamn game. You don't ever win a fucking header in this game. So I really have to try to change my approach in the second because the first was not good enough. Where is Middlesbrough there? It's tied 1-1 at the moment. So if we win this game, if it stays like that, we finish as champions. But we are still yet to score. Who, if anyone, in this Wimbledon team is going to stand up and be the hero? Who is going to be the game changer? Imagine if it was like this. No way, Scowen. He's been tackled. He's slowed down from behind. Clarker gets it. There's got to be some sort of a difference in pace here. How did Scowen slow down so much after making the tackle? Oh, well, at least he's got us in a good position here. Maybe Ivan to the left. Brian, I still don't have the shot to shoot. I just don't. But Dazelle! Oh, he's got it! 48th minute! I thought that wasn't going to be powerful enough to beat the keeper, but it was. Andre Dazelle. I was amazed that Scowen somehow found a way to get tackled after slowing down so much. This must have gone through a pair of legs, and it has, but the placement is so perfect. Even though the power wasn't extremely well hit, you know, it's just gone through the legs, quite fortunate. Taking a bounce. It might have even bounced twice before going in the net. But alright then, we have the breakthrough. 1-0. And now we have to keep our eye on, of course, not only the Middlesbrough game to see if there's a change there, but we have to try to make sure that we keep this lead and maybe build on it. Scowen again making another crucial interception. Dazelle, a big tackle. Ivan's in. Ivan, he'll make it too! That's perfect! Excellent stuff. Dazelle gets an assist and Ivan makes it too. Oh, can you feel it, boys? Can you feel it? Something special happening here today. Ivan, this one doesn't go through a pair of legs, but it's just a powerful strike in the top left-hand corner. Smithies can't do anything about it. We have to credit, of course, Josh Scowen. Even though he probably should have scored one of the first goals, or the first goal himself, he won the ball back both times, and maybe are we about to get a third? Scowen, he's actually through, but Corker's just got him covered all game today, doesn't he? Great tackle from Charles, and he's just set him in stride. Another one off to the left. Dazelle, it's not good enough. Dazelle, taken down in the box. That's a penalty. Oh, we have to get this one too. Ivan, just going to put this in the top left if we can. Bang. Oh, it's saved by Smithies. You're kidding me. Fuck off. Me and penalties. When I go down the middle, the one time that I do, it gets saved. When I actually try to put it in the side netting, I actually pull it off pretty well, but the keeper makes the save. And now look, right on the counter-attack. Big slide tackle from Metz. Clean. Oh, terrible pass from Brian. Slide tackle by Scowen. Not good enough. It's only going to go right to Collins. I'm trying to stay in front. Scowen with another tackle. Anyway, I've got to stop stressing. There's almost no way that they can tie it up. Not like this. Mason gets a pass. Of course he turns it over. Whatever. It's fine. We're in stoppage time. We're getting pretty deep into it too. They're not going to be able to get 2 goals. It's all good. It's fine. We are going to hopefully maybe lift the trophy. I have not seen any update to the Middlesbrough game, but then again, it can change without me telling it, or without it telling me. Either way, we have to wait. What is happening? Is everyone celebrating? Are we going nuts, or are we not going nuts? We seem happy. Are we lifting up a trophy? I'm not too sure. Is this because we were promoted, or is this because we won the title? I don't know. I tell you what, I think we're about to get in a circle and start. We may have done it. I think Middlesbrough may not have been able to get that winning goal. It looks like we may have just won the title. Oh wait, no, you're fucking kidding me. There was no trophy lifting animation. They were all jumping around and jumping in a circle as a team, which is normally the prelude to you lifting up the trophy. But no, they must have just been celebrating the fact that they got promoted to the Premier League. I think Middlesbrough may have come up with a winner. You're fucking joking. The troll, the absolute troll in that situation. Anyway, I mean, I'm pretty sure this now means that we do not finish as champions, but whatever. Dazelle, he'll get man of the match for sure. Got a goal, got an assist, 9.4, the highest rated player. He was stunning today, of course he was. But I guess this means we didn't win the title. Fuck, that's a bit of an anticlimax. Indeed, Middlesbrough came up with a winner. Fucking Bolton. You useless twats. I hope you got fucking relegated. I really do hope. I hope Preston pulled out a win. Where are Preston? Nah, they lost as well. Alright, well, you're staying in the championship. You don't bloody deserve it. It's too good for you. You're joking me. They win the league by a point, and had it stayed 1-1, had they drawn that match, they would have been on 95 points, and we would have won the league by a point. Fucking Bolton, and they're going to finish 21. They are going to finish the team that just survived the relegation as well. That's annoying. Fuck, I wish they finished in the bottom. That's Bolton. Useless. Fucking crap. Ah, well, all there is left to do now is to wrap up the second season. We still have some stuff left to do. I'll do it all in the background, show some stuff to you here and there, but we are pretty much done with the second season. We're seeing still quite a fair few players go up in overall. For example, Dazelle is now up to a 70. I just swapped up the drills and gave him one. But yeah, I want to see Dazelle get up to a much higher rating because he's so good for me despite being one of the lower rated midfielders that I have. I want to boost up his overall so that way I play him a bit more. We only have one player contract expiring, which I'm surprised about. It's just Lyle Taylor, and I'm fine with keeping him around for just a little bit longer, I suppose, as well. And the only players expiring next season are Camacho, Cooper, Meads, and Nightingale. That's it. I got no problem with bumping up his wage to $6 grand. I'm not going to give him a squad role if I don't need to. Hopefully he accepts. If not, we'll figure it out. Anyway though guys, it's time to go through the one final last squad report for this season, and it will take me a while, and I will have to stop at some players, of course, like one, Harvey Cooper. Look, plus 12 with his diving, plus 17 with his kicking and positioning, plus 18 with his handling, and 13 with his reflexes. That's all just, and we were only training him for, I would say, a little over a half of the season. Not even the full season. It's just been crazy. But anyway, continuing to move on. Kelly Evans is up quite a fair bit, 2 plus 5. Metz by a little bit as well. Barber as well. Brian, we only just got in, but look at the stats. They're only going to get better and better. Leonardo da Silva Lopez was quite good for us. He'll get a little higher rated. Scowen too. Jake Reeves, okay. Ryan Kent, nice. Evangelista, a bit underwhelming in his first half of the season, but he might be able to kick on. He'll probably be coming off the bench for us next season, you know, with the amount of players we have. Ivan, what a season he had. We already know what he's about to get at the end of this episode, but still. Mastor, too, nice. Fraser Aird, the odd appearance. Polion off the bench, scoring a bunch of goals as well. Archie Mason, look at the long passing and the crossing. Like, a lot of decent stats getting up pretty highly, but only a handful of them. And just the pace and the lack of... He's just not really that good. I think if we get a good offer for him, I'm going to let him go. Ngoy made a very rare amount of appearances, but still scored a decent amount, or good ratio. Lacazette, nice. Schultz again. Rose, some of the younger players that we brought in through the youth academy as well that are all slowly growing as well. Dazelle, I'm going to train him up next season, get his rating up higher because he's been great for me off of the bench. Thomas is a bit underwhelming as well, unfortunately too, because he's got nice potential. Some of the older veterans of the original Wimbledon side, and then some players we learned away. Campos going up 5, that's good. Tafari Moore as well, and Nightingale, that is that. I'm going to pick out a few players that I thought had pretty exceptional years, like Josh Scowen, 7 goals and 4 assists from midfield, not bad. Ryan Kent too, played the majority of the season, 40 games, got 4 goals, 9 assists as well, that's okay. Nothing crazy on the wing, but still doing nice, contributing, got nearly 10 assists in the season. Then there's this man, Andre Van, nearly 30 goals for the season. He got 33 goals and assists combined, if you want to tally that up, for 46 games. 27 goals. He gets the golden boot in the championship, obviously with 24, and he could have honestly got more. He sort of just, not exactly died off, but quieted down toward the end of the season. He maybe could have ended up with 30 if he hit the back of the net maybe just a few more times and was in a little bit better form toward the end of the season. Hachimastor was a bit on and off throughout the season too, but still put up numbers, 5 goals, 8 assists, you'd take that. Polion played a lot of games off the bench, still scored 6 goals, and a lot of them coming in the EFL Cup as well. Andre Dazelle too, by the way, you know, it's pretty impressive that he scored 9 goals and 7 assists, and the majority of those games, he probably came off of the bench. I guarantee we didn't start more than he came off of the bench for. So that is seriously impressive to get 16 goals and assists combined in the season off 41 appearances, the majority of which his minutes totaled would probably be a lot less than everyone else. Taking a look to see who won the FA Cup, had we beat Liverpool, we would have faced Newcastle in the final, but no, Liverpool beat us. They made it to the final and they won the FA Cup. The fact that Newcastle even made it to Wembley, I think is just bullshit and totally unrealistic. We do not go on cup runs, but we made it all the way to the final, apparently, only to miss out 2-0. The EFL Cup was by no means an absolute blockbuster, unfortunately. It was a Crystal Palace versus West Brom, and it went to penalties. West Brom won. In the Championship playoffs too, by the way, Hull City beat Brentford to make it through, and they'll be the other team that joins both ourselves and Middlesbrough in the Premier League. Manchester United won the Premier League too, by the way, and who's going to get relegated? Burnley, Norwich, and Leeds United. So that's pretty interesting. Okay. Those teams will not be in the Premier League next season. Leeds, Norwich and Burnley, pretty much all championship sides except for Burnley, but whatever. And they were pretty comfortably the teams that got relegated too. 22, 22, and 21. Absolute scenes too in the Champions League. Look at that final. Barcelona versus Villarreal, and Villarreal won 2-0. You're kidding me. They knocked out Monaco. They knocked out Manchester United. They knocked out Real Madrid, and they beat Barcelona in the final. That is extraordinary. I need to see who's on that team. Where are the star players here? Have they done bits in the transfer window, or do they just have him like unbelievably? I know about him. I know that he's quite quality. I know. Let's see who else. I'm trying to see like new faces, fresh faces that they brought in. Marcos Lopez, I'm not too sure about still. Masaccio, the fact that he's still there. I'm scratching my head. This team, he's in my shortlist, you know. Leonardo Suarez, I've got a Champions League winner in my shortlist. I wanted to get him in at some point. Jonathan Dos Santos is in his team. That is apparently a team that won the Champions League. To be fair though, I mean, look, he's bloody 85 rated, 83 rated as well. Victor Ruiz, I mean, there's some nice players in there, but wow. Champions League champions. Masaccio, you know, they got some nice players in there for sure. It is time to announce the player of the season, and it is obviously, if you've been paying attention, only one player. He scored 27 goals this season. He picked up 6 assists for his trouble. He had a bonkers start to the year, and even though he tailed off a little bit toward the end, even at that point, he had the whole thing wrapped up. There are a lot of other man of the match award recipients as well. I think in the end, I tallied it up, and there are 18 players on this team that got at least one man of the match. Last year, there was only like 11 or 12 or something. So crazy numbers. But of course, the player of the season will be Andre Ivan with 27 goals, 6 assists, 33 goals and assists combined for the year. Tremendous stuff. And I am sure if he doesn't rip up the Premier League next season, we may be able to get a very good amount of cash for him. Even though it would be pretty tough for me to sell him on, you know that we're about to get bombarded with offers for him. But he is the player of the season. Other players that did pretty well, but obviously got nowhere near the likes of Andre Ivan. Guys like, for example, Andre Dizelle. There was also Dominic Polion. Joe Bryan toward the end was really racking up man of the matches from the left back position. I'm really happy with my acquisition of him. But yeah, he was always going to get player of the season. He's just unreal. He was out of his mind this season, and he deserves player of the season. And that's that. Season 2 wrapped up. I hope you guys have all enjoyed Season 2 until Season 3 and the Premier League begins. My name's MasterBucks. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good one.